Hello students, let us continue with the chapter adverbs. Okay, let us deal with position of adverbs and special types of adverbs. How we place an adverb is very important because placing the adverb in a wrong manner can actually alter the entire sentence. Okay, so it can give you a completely different meaning than the one which you intend to give, right? So let us start with the different rules for placing the adverb. So number one point which is given in your book, that is, if the verbs are different forms of be verb, the adverb is usually placed after the verb. Okay. If the verb is either say is any kind of be verb, okay, then the adverb is placed after the verb. The second rule which is given in your book, open page number 98, we are just going to read through the rules which are given in the book. The second rule is that if there is an object, then the adverb is placed after the object. But if the object consists of many words, we usually put the adverb before the verb. Okay, suppose the sentence is, he signed the agreement. Then if you want to put the adverb in the proper manner, you will use it after the agreement, that is the object. Now suppose the object consists of more than one word, many words together, then we will use the adverb right after the subject. So we will say he readily signed all the papers of the agreement. Come to the next rule. If the adverb modifies an adjective or adverb, it normally comes before it. Okay, so suppose if it is modifying another adverb or an adjective, then it comes before it, like the adverbs very, okay, or to, TOO2, they come before the adverb or the adjective which they are modifying. Next point is that adverbs can be at the beginning, at the end, or in the middle of the sentence. So see the examples which are given. They are placed before the verb if the verb consists of only one word. Okay. If it is a be verb, it will come after the verb, but if it is a normal any other kind of verb, then it will come just before it if the verb is of one word only. Okay, no auxiliaries. Now, if the verb consists of more than one word, okay, like has praised, that is perfect tense. It has a has verb as well as the main verb, then it will be placed in between the two. So she has usually praised you. Okay, so it will come in the middle of the two verbs. Next is for cases when have to or used to are used in a sentence, they are usually placed before them. So she often has to go out. He always used to praise me. Okay. Adverb of manner, place, time and frequency can be placed at the beginning of a clause if the focus is not on the adverb. Now, if there are more than two adverbs in a sentence, the adverb of manner comes first, then comes adverb of place, and then comes adverb of time. See, a sentence has been given. Three adverbs are there: happily, the place of action, as well as the time. Okay. In the playroom is actually not the adverb but rather the adverb phrase. Anyway, whenever there is a confusion when three different types of adverbs has to be used, then we will use the adverb of manner at first, then the adverb of place will be placed, and at the end the time will be there. Okay. And come to exercise number E. She often catches viral infection. Okay. She often catches viral infection. in these sentences you will see that in one or two sentences the adverbs can come in more than one place. So if you write something other than what I have written, there is no problem, just let me know about it. So she does not take any fizzy drink. She generally does not take any fizzy drink. Okay. She generally does not take any fizzy drink. Fizzy drinks is the object, so we use it after the verb. Okay, she generally, no, before the verb, after the subject. Or she does not generally take fizzy drinks. I think she generally does not take fizzy drinks is sounding more proper. She does generally not take fizzy drink. That is also a possibility. Let us keep it at this one. She generally does not take fizzy drinks. Okay, so this can also be placed here. She does not generally take fizzy drinks. Okay, now come to number 3. She can solve the problem only. So you can either write she only can solve the problem, which means that it is simply modifying the action of the subject, emphasizing that only she can solve the problem. Okay, so we can write, we are going to have a discussion on this exercise on the online class also, so remind me to revise it. Little bit confusing. Number 3, she can solve the problem, only she can solve the problem. If we write, it means that I am emphasizing like a sentence adverb. Okay. Number 4, my mother usually goes for a walk in the morning. Okay. Number 5, the doctor is really concerned about the patient's failing health. Okay. Now come to some special adverbs and their usage. So in this entire exercise, two sentences are there. One is number 2 and number 3. They can be done in a different manner than the one in which I have done. Okay. The rest, I think there wouldn't be any other way of doing it. Now some special adverbs and their usage. Let us do it. Let us just skim through it and come to the exercise portion. What are the adverbs given? Late, lately, hard, hardly. Okay. So late means time, lately means recently. Hardly here or hardly means very less amount of something. So I can hardly cope with the cold. That means very little. Okay. and then there is hardly any food left in the bowl, that means very little. And if work hard, hard has a completely different meaning, it means to work very much. Okay, so hardly and hard, they have a completely different meaning than each other, that means from each other. Then such and so, such is used with a noun, okay, and so is used with an adjective or adverb. That's what you have to remember. Quite means completely, okay, like quite honest or quite sure, means I am fully sure of something. Then enough, enough means sufficient and something good, okay, something positive. So if I say he is strong enough to cross the river, it is placed after the adjective because it is going to be placed after the adjective, but if it is used with a noun, it will be used before the noun. Okay, so if I say she has enough pocket money to last through the month, pocket money being the noun, it will be placed before the noun, but if we are using it with an adjective, it will be used after the adjective. Okay, and exercise 2, TOO implies some kind of excess. So like the shirt is too big for him. Okay, so very much we do know about it, right? So come to exercise number G. Fill in the blanks with the appropriate words. Number 1 will be lately. It's very easy. And so you just have to understand that you shouldn't be confused with the meaning. Okay. Though both are adverbs, it will be lately. The teacher is quite certain that the students have understood the chapter quite. It's completely. Quite certain. Number 3, the National Geographic has such good pictures. Such comes before the noun and so comes before adjective or adverb. Number 4, her song was so melodious. Number 5, the cake is fairly good to taste, but the spring roll is rather stale. So the first one will be fairly, it's quite, and rather. Okay. Now come to number 6. Nature provides enough for every man's need. If he becomes too greedy, then the ecological balance is harmed. Okay, so enough in the first blank and 2 in the second blank. Okay. Now adverbs and adjectives. Some words can be used as both adjectives and adverb, but you can understand it because we know that the basic difference between an adjective and an adverb is that an adjective modifies a noun. Okay, so it is placed before the noun generally. See, 2 sentences are given. He'll catch the early train and he woke up early in the morning. In the first sentence, it is the noun which is being qualified or talked about, modified. So it will be an adjective, and the second sentence it will be an adverb. Come to exercise number 8. You have to identify whether they are an adverb or an adjective. It's very easy for you. Number 1 will be, let me just write 2, the rest we will just discuss verbally. So I am just going to be discussing exercise number E once again in the online class tomorrow. Rest everything, not E. I think exercise number F, rest. I think everything is quite clear in this chapter. It's quite easy. Okay. So exercise number H, number 1 will be adjective. Number 2 will be adverb. Number 3 will be adjective. Number 4 also adjective. Number 5 will be adverb. Number 6 will be he came straight home. No, I think this will be an adverb as well. Where he came straight home. Okay. So the action of coming directly to home is being emphasized. Number 7 will be adjective. Number 8 will also be adjective. Number 9 will be adverb. Sorry, number 7 will be adjective. Number 8 will be adverb. Number 9 will be adverb. and number 10 will be adjective. Okay, so let me again discuss it. Number 1 is adjective, number 2 adverb, number 3 adjective, number 4 daily exercise, it will be an adjective, number 5 adverb, number 6 adverb, number 7 adjective, number 8 adverb, number 9 adverb, number 10 adjective. So I might have given a confusing answer in one of these. If you feel like that, tell me tomorrow. Okay, so bye students, exercise I will be your homework, and with this we end the chapter adverb. Thank you for the class.